Welcome, Ramley. How are my Ram super fans doing today? As you guys all know, Matthew Stafford has looked pretty bad these last 3 games. I'm here to break down some tape and figure out what is the problem. Now, Stafford hasn't looked great these last few games. That's a complete opposite from the Stafford we've seen the first 8 weeks of the season. The last 3 games, he's thrown 5 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions, 3 of which were pick sixes. And with Robert Woods leaving with an ACL tear and Odell Beckham joining the team, he would obviously need some time to find chemistry with his new wide receiver. Honestly, guys, I didn't think much of it. I just figured, sometimes quarterbacks go through a slump, and I just thought that's what it was. But then out of nowhere, we get an alert about an hour before the Packers game that says Stafford has been dealing with an elbow injury, an ankle injury, all while dealing with chronic back pain. And if you guys are stupid like me, the first thing you guys did was Google what is chronic pain. So after doing a little research, I found out that chronic pain is persistent pain that can last weeks or years. The pain may be caused by inflammation or dysfunctional nerves. Even after reading this, I thought, if he's been dealing with this for a while, it must not be a huge problem, especially since he hasn't missed any practices in the last few weeks or even appeared on our injury report at all. Honestly, I just shrugged it off like it was nothing to worry about. And then the game started, and for the first time all year, we've seen Stafford miss throw after throw after throw. Too high, too low, too wide. It was weird to see. Even when Stafford was struggling this season, he didn't look this bad. I mean, he had games where he made poor decisions with the ball and tried to force bad passes into situations where he probably shouldn't have. But this is the first game where I seen him miss several wide open receivers. But he did finish with 302 yards and 3 touchdowns, leaving some people to say Stafford had a pretty good game. Now, I beg to differ. Let's take a look at the game tape. All right here we got Matthew Stafford's first 2 throws on the opening drive of the game. The Rams did a great job getting right back into play action. They fake the handoff. They come around to the right side of the field. Right away, Matthew Stafford wants to go to Van Jefferson down here, who's pretty covered by the linebacker in the corner. And then, coming up wide open in the middle of the field is Tyler Higbee. He is the second option here. So Stafford does a great job of going through his progression, and he just misses a wide open Tyler Higbee and throws it in the dirt. The very next play, you have a quick slant by Odell Beckham, who is wide open right away. Then he passes it to him, and it is way behind. Odell tries to stretch out and make a play on it, but it is not possible. That's 2 bad throws back to back, leading to a punt. All right, then right here, 2 drives later, we have the Rams going play action again to Sony Michel. We're gonna have Tyler Higbee right here run a corner route. Stafford's going through his progression. Tyler Higbee breaks. He's pretty open, and he just misses the throw. Tyler Higbee probably could have still caught this, but the fact that he had to reach so far back, he kind of slipped, lost his balance, and that's pretty much on Stafford there. If he would have just put it on him, that would have been an easy completion for a good chunk of yards. Now right here, the Rams line up with 4 wide receivers. This play is going to be entirely Cooper Kupp here. Cooper Kupp is going to run about a 15-yard out route, and the safety is going to try to double team him, leaving Van Jefferson wide open deep. This play was ran to perfection by the Rams, and then you see Matthew Stafford lay a perfect pass on Van Jefferson in stride. He stumbles a little bit, regains his composure, and touchdown. And this is where the confusion comes because he looks bad, he throws a few bad passes, and then he throws a perfect dime for 7. Let's get into the next play here. All right, so he comes right back. He wants to hit Van Jefferson. He goes through his progression. He sees Odell Beckham coming across the field, and he just overthrows him. This was a horrible pass. We're lucky that safety didn't pick it off. All right, so this play is really important. Odell Beckham is on the left side of your screen. He's gonna run a quick slant. This is a 3rd and 3, and the corner is playing pretty far off. So I think this was a good call to just run a quick slant with Odell Beckham to pick up the 3 yards. Unfortunately, the corner and the safety both jumped the route, and they met Odell Beckham at the ball and made a great play. This was not a bad throw. at all by Matthew Stafford. I added this clip in here just to show you guys an amazing play call by Sean McVay. Let's get right into that later on in the game. Now, I think Sean McVay on that last play kind of took a mental note that when Odell Beckham runs that inside route, that safety is going to jump on it. So he's basically going to run a sluggo route right here. And what a sluggo is he's going to, run down the field, fake the inside, and then go deep on a go route. Now, Odell Beckham is at the bottom of your screen right here. Let's see how this goes. That safety bites dramatically. And as soon as that safety takes one step forward, Matthew Stafford knows he has Odell deep. Keeps going, he puts it on Odell in stride, and then bam, you have Odell's first touchdown in like a year and a half. That was an amazing play, and honestly, as good of a throw that was, and as good of a route that was the intelligence of Matthew Stafford to sell that inside route on the sluggo and find Odell deep. It was all Matthew Stafford's shoulders on that play. Once again, a few bad passes, but he totally redeems himself with another deep touchdown. All right, so right here you have Van Jefferson at the top of your screen. You have Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham down at the bottom. Now Cooper Kupp, keep an eye out on him. He's gonna run an amazing route. He's gonna run deep and then stop on a dime, completely lose the corner. Now let's bring that back. Now the reason why you might see that at first and think that was such a simple route and a simple pass. What I love about this play is Matthew Stafford going through his progression. He initially wants to go to Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson is the first read at the top of your screen. He's gonna run play action. He's looking at Van Jefferson. He's covered. He goes back to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham is covered in the middle of the field by both safeties. And then he goes to the third option on the play, which is Cooper Kupp, and puts it, a perfect pass on Cooper Kupp for a nice gain down the field. This is when Matthew Stafford is at his best. I think this is the difference between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. Jared Goff often didn't get to that third most of the time, that third option on the field. Stafford is great at going through his progression. Now right here, we're going to take a look at this from another angle. This is probably Matthew Stafford's best throw of the game. All right, so you have Darrell Henderson here. He's going to run an angle route. He's going to go down to the left side of the field and then cut it right back up in the middle. You have Matthew Stafford looking at him. Matthew Stafford fakes like he wants to go to the right side of the field. I think he knew exactly where he was going before he snapped this ball. As soon as Henderson breaks, Stafford is preparing to throw him the ball. There's only one place you could put this ball and it'd be a completion. And Matthew Stafford puts it right on him in perfect stride. He makes an amazing catch. He takes the hit and holds on to the ball for 6 points. That was a very small window for Matthew Stafford to place that ball in, and Matthew Stafford gave it right to him. It was the throw of the night, in my opinion. On this play, you have Van Jefferson at the top of your screen. He's going to just run deep and kind of just find an empty spot in the zone and sit there. You have Matthew Stafford going through his progression. Van Jefferson comes wide open at the 45-yard line, and he just misses the throw. We're going to look at this from another angle here to just show you how off this throw was to a wide open Van Jefferson. Matthew Stafford had time in the pocket. There was no need to rush this throw. This throw should have been right on the money. He was wide open. These are layups. You got to make your layups. The game, it comes down to 8 points. These missed throws, I think, could have been the difference. Obviously, the turnovers played had the most impact on this game, but these missed throws could have turned this entire game around. So on this play, you have Cooper Kupp at the top of your screen here. You also have Tyler Higbee playing that receiver role closest to the line of scrimmage, and you have Darrell Henderson in the backfield. Now, Darrell Henderson and Cooper Kupp are both going to be wide open on this play. Now, instead, Matthew Stafford eyes down Cooper Kupp the entire time. Cooper Kupp fakes the out route, comes back to the middle, and since he's being stared down the entire play, the cornerback jumps the route, catches the ball, pick six. Now what's worse than the throw is the fact that Darrell Henderson is wide open. Check the ball down. He's good right here for at least 5 to 10 yards minimum. Tyler Higbee is good for at least probably 10 to 15 yards. And I think what's worse is not even the fact that Cooper Kupp was covered, it's the fact that you're eyeing him down the entire time. Matthew Stafford does a great job of going through his progressions, but he definitely did not do that here. All right, now this play was pretty frustrating from Stafford. You have Van Jefferson at the top of your screen. You have Odell down at the bottom. You also have Cooper Kupp in the slot. Now right here, Stafford's going to drop back, eyes of Van Jefferson, throws it to Van Jefferson, who's being double teamed. What is most frustrating here is that if you take a look at Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp, they are wide open on this play. Odell runs a 15-yard out route. That would have been an easy completion for at least 15 yards. Cooper Kupp kind of just swings to the backfield as a check down option, but nobody is around him whatsoever. I think this was easily the weirdest game of the season, where Matthew Stafford looked amazing and then he looked horrible in the same game, often on the same drives. It was definitely weird to see. Now, Stafford hasn't missed a game since the 2019 season, when he missed the second half of that year because he was diagnosed with non-displaced fractures in his upper spine. So he's no stranger to back problems. Now, after the game, when he was asked about his injury, he completely downplayed them, saying, "I'm feeling fine, to be honest with you. I missed some time at practice before the Tennessee game. My back was kind of barking at me, but I haven't missed any time since then. Rest of my body, is it 100%? No. Neither is anybody else's in this league at this point in the season. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest with you. Nothing that's affecting my play." So honestly, guys, my take is this. He made some bad throws in this game and he made some good throws. His good throws were great and his bad throws were horrible. Now, if we take Stafford at his word that these injuries aren't really affecting his play, then let's hope and pray that these bad throws are just a one-off, because we won't be getting anywhere if they continue. And really quick, guys, I had someone ask me in a previous video about my Rams Marvel shirt. This one right here. This shirt is a special edition collaboration with the NFL and junk food clothing. You guys obviously love the Rams, and if you love Marvel like 90% of this planet, this shirt is a must-have. It's literally my favorite shirt. It comes in all 32 teams, so you can buy this shirt for anyone in your family. These will make the best Christmas gifts. They also have Rams Star Wars shirts too, if that's your thing. I'll drop the link for both of those shirts in the description of this video. If you're gonna buy one, make sure you click that link first. Also, someone asked me about my hat. This is also my favorite hat right now. As you guys probably know, the NFL has a lot of all black hats for every team. But normally no one can really see that logo unless they sit right on top of you. The black on black blends together. Now this right here is actually called a charcoal hat. It's not necessarily black. I mean, it really is black, but the logo is very visible. And that's exactly why I love it. While I'm at it, guys, I might as well give you hat wearers a pro tip. You guys know when you get a hat and it comes with that cheap little thin cardboard that helps keep the shape of your hat. I try to keep it for as long as possible, but eventually it rips or it gets really dirty from me sweating on it. They're really not made to be used for very long. To fix that problem, go straight to Amazon and buy these hat inserts. You can pop them right out, you put them right in. These are perfect for your hats. These are thick, long-lasting, durable hat liners that keeps the shape of your hat perfect and makes whatever's on your head looks 10 times better. I'll drop the links to all of these in the description of this video. Be sure to check them out. Guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about Stafford's play in the comments. You think these poor throws are due to injury or just a bad game? And please, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to click right here for more Rams content.